Hi, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to look at elective maths for questions for Sierra Leone Wassce 2025, question number 11. And it was on sequence and series. And the question reads, given that n permutation 3, n permutation 4, and 4 over 3 n permutation 5 are the first three consecutive terms of an exponential sequence GP. Find the A, value of n, B, common ratio of the sequence, C, sum of the first 15 terms of the sequence. So with this, we can solve by first looking at the consecutive terms given. The first term is n permutation 3, and that's our u1. N permutation 4, that's our u2, and n permutation, that's 4 over 3, and permutation 5 is RU3. So these are the consecutive terms for the exponential sequence. But then, when you look at exponential sequence, the first term becomes A, which is n permutation 3. And the common ratio becomes U2, that R becomes U2 over U1, which should be the same as U3 over U2. So this over this should be the same as this over that. So with this, when you look at A, which is the permutation, n permutation 3, let's simplify that. N permutation 3 is the same as n factorial over n minus 3 factorial. So n factorial over n minus 3 factorial. With n factorial, it means that when you talk of factorial, it means you're reducing the values until you get 1. So it means n factorial can be written as n multiplying n minus 1, that's reduced by 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 factorial, all over n minus 3 factorial. So this will cancel that. So we have n permutation 3 giving us n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2. Now, n permutation 4, that one is also n factorial over n minus 4 factorial. So with this, as we did for this one, n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and this one goes for n minus 4 factorial, all over n minus 4 factorial. So this will cancel, so the factorial is gone. So this one too, we have n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, and n minus 3 for n permutation 4. Now, we also have 4 over 3 n factorial over n minus 5 factorial. So this one, we have 4 over 3 multiplying, we have reduced it n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, and n minus 5 factorial, all over n minus 5 factorial. And this will cancel that. So we have that one to also be 4, 3. Then we have into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and n minus 4. All over 3, because that's 4 over 3. So that's, we have 4 into bracket n permutation 5, and that's giving us this. Now, as we said, so from here, we said that with sequence, your R becomes U2 over U1, and U2, R becomes U2, and U2 is n permutation 4, and n permutation 4 is giving us n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, all over n U1, and U1 is n permutation 3, and that one is giving us n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, divided by oh sorry, should be equal to 4 over 3, 4 over 3, n permutation 5. And that one is also giving us 4 over 3 into brackets n, into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, all over n permutation 4. And n permutation 4 is also giving us n into bracket n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. So at this place, we need to do some cancellation to make it very simple. So you realize this n will cancel this n. This one will cancel this, and this will cancel. We have n minus 3 on the left hand side is equal to, now at this stage 2, we have this cancelling this goes with this, that, and that. So we have 4 into bracket n minus 4 all over 3, 4 over 3, that's it. So at this stage, we can continue to simplify that or multiply, cross multiply. So this one over 1. So 3 multiplied 3n minus 9 is equal to, this one also multiplies this side, 4n minus 16. So we can decide to group our like terms by bringing this one here, this one will go here. So we have 16 minus 9 is equal to 4n minus 3n. So we have n is equal to 7. So therefore our n is 7. So we have our n to be 7. After getting our n to be 7, it means our first term is 7 permutation 3. Second term 7 permutation 4. And the next term is 4 over 3 into bracket 7 permutation 5. So we have our n. Now the second question is asking us to find our common ratio b. And we know our ratio, we are saying that we can use n permutation 4 over n permutation 3, which is the same as that. So r is equal to 7 permutation 4 divided by 7 permutation 3. And 7 permutation 4, 7 permutation 4 is 840 over 7 permutation 3 is 210. And this one will give you 4. Therefore, our common ratio is equal to 4. So we know our R to be 4. Now the next thing is we are asked to find the sum of the first 15 terms. So the sum of the first 15 terms. Let me use this place. So C, sum of the, so we use Sn is equal to, since we have our common ratio to be more than 1, we have a into bracket r to the power n minus 1 all over r minus 1. So our a is our first term, which is 7 permutation 3. So 7 permutation 3, 7 permutation 3 is known to be 210. And our r is known to be 4. Our n here is 15 because 15 number of terms, that's the first 15 terms. That's what we are asked to find. So we have our S15 is equal to 210 into bracket, our r is 4 to the power 15 minus 1 all over our r, which is 4 minus 1. So we have 210 into bracket 4 to the power 15 minus 1 all over 3. But even 3 can go into 21, 210, 70. So we can have 70 into bracket 4 to the power 15 minus 1. And the rest is calculator work. So we have 70 into bracket 4 to the power 15 minus 1. And this one will give us 7, 5, or let me even use this, 7.5161927 761 times 10 to the power 10, which is the same as having 751619271. And this is the final answer for question number 11 for the Wassce 2025 for Sierra Leone. Continue to subscribe to Francois Maths class on all our social media channels. Have a nice day and bye-bye.